Ever experienced a failure at work that left you doubting your abilities? You're not alone. It's a universal experience, something we all face, yet it's often unspoken and brushed under the carpet. We're brought up to fear failure, to see it as a sign of weakness rather than an opportunity for growth. You might have been taught to bottle up your feelings, to put on a brave face. But what if we told you there's a better way to cope with these failures? Before we jump into the solutions, we need to understand the problem. Why does failure hit us so hard? Well, it's part of our human nature to avoid failure. We are hardwired to seek success and recognition, and when we don't achieve those, it feels like a punch in the gut. But in the professional setting, this fear is often magnified. It's not just about personal pride anymore, it's about job security, reputation, and the respect of our peers. Imagine working on a project for months only to see it fail. It's not easy to swallow, it's a blow to your confidence and can make you question your abilities. But here's the thing, failure is not a reflection of your worth, it's just an outcome, a result, and often it's a stepping stone to success. So now that we understand the problem, how do we go about solving it? One common response to failure is denial or blame shifting. But this approach only amplifies the problem. Imagine you're sailing a ship, suddenly you hit an iceberg. The ship starts to sink. In panic, you start blaming the iceberg. Why was it here? Who put it here? You're focused on the iceberg rather than finding a lifeboat. That's denial and blame shifting. It's a natural response, but it's not helping you survive. When we deny our failures or shift the blame, we're avoiding the reality of the situation. This leads to stagnation, not growth. We're ignoring the lifeboat, the opportunity to learn from our mistakes and make better decisions in the future. Denial and blame shifting also prevent problem resolution. By failing to acknowledge our role in the situation, we miss out on the chance to correct our course and avoid similar icebergs in the future. So, if denial isn't the answer, what is? The key to coping with failure is to see it not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone to success. Now let's delve into the heart of the matter, embracing failure as a learning opportunity. It might sound counterintuitive, but failure, in fact, is a treasure trove of life's most valuable lessons. Picture this. You've just launched a project that you've poured your heart into, only to watch it crumble. It's a hard pill to swallow, but here's where the magic happens. Instead of wallowing in self-pity, you start analyzing what went wrong. Was it the timing, the execution, the concept itself? By dissecting your failure, you're equipping yourself with knowledge. You're learning what doesn't work, and that, my friends, is just as important as knowing what does. Take Thomas Edison, for instance. It took him over 1,000 attempts to invent the light bulb, but did he see them as failures? No. He simply said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. This is the beauty of embracing failure. It refines your approach, sharpens your skills, and strengthens your resolve. Each setback becomes a setup for a greater comeback. So next time you stumble, don't be disheartened. Look your failure in the eye and say, thank you. You've shown me a way that doesn't work. Now I'm one step closer to finding the way that will. By changing our perspective on failure, we can change our reactions and ultimately our outcomes. We've given you the tools. Now it's up to you to put them into practice. It's essential to remember that failure isn't an isolated experience. It's a universal part of life, and it's through these shared experiences that we can foster a supportive and understanding community. We encourage you to share your own experiences with failure, as well as the strategies you've used to cope. Your stories can serve as a beacon of hope for others who may be struggling, showing them that they're not alone and that it's possible to bounce back from failure. Engaging in these conversations can also provide you with fresh perspectives and strategies that you may not have considered before. The beauty of community is that it's a two-way street. By sharing your experiences, you're not just helping others, you're also helping yourself. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Subscribe, comment, and check out our other content to continue learning and growing together.